create a struct to represent the peripheral. First, go to your reference manual. These are all the registers of the GPIO peripheral. We are going to represent all these registers inside the struct. Create the struct here. We call it GPIO. We are going to reference memory, so always you shouldn't forget to bring your volatile keyword. You need to be careful here. Now all these registers, they are 4 bytes apart, that is 32-bit. The first register is the mode R. We go to the IDR, then we have the BRR. Now after creating the struct, then we can just define our GPIO. We will cast it to point to this GPIO register and we will get the address. What do you think if we want to represent GPIO peripheral? Obviously. Now this is how you create a structure for a peripheral of whatever you want to deal with. When we looked at the GPIO peripheral, we saw the input modes, right? We can create an enumerator and we represent all these. So we do enum here, and the first 00 is input and the last one will be GPIO analog mode. Let's make this static inline. It will not return anything. Let's call it GPIO set mode. So here we will give it a pointer to our GPIO structure. We will give it pin number. So we can just say pin, and also we will pass the mode that we want to set. We are just going to replicate this. So we get the mode R register. We end it. We have 3. Now we just add U to make it unsigned value, right? Now we are going to shift this 3 depending on the pin that we have. And since, as I explained, each mode corresponds to 2 bits, we will get the pin and we will multiply it by 2. You can leave a comment. Once you have cleared a bit, then you can set it. Okay, to set it, we call the mode R, and setting we use the OR instead of the end. Now there's something that we need to do here. The setting of the bit depends on the mode that we want to. So when we come here, we can do mode and 3. So let's assume that we are going to set that pin to input mode, and input mode is just 00. So it means here we pass 0 to it. So when we do 0 and 3, we are going to get 0. So once we have the 0, then we can shift it to the particular bit range that we want, and it's just the same as what we've done above. Now what it means is that whenever we want to set the mode of a GPIO, we just call this function. For example, we can do GPIO set mode. The first one is a pointer to the GPIO struct. So if we are interested in GPIO A, we call GPIO A over here. The next one is the pin. Let's say we are dealing with pin 3, and the next one is the mode. Here are all the modes, so we can pass GPIO input mode, and it's just like magic.